We often wait for the perfect moment, the right time, the right setup to finally do what we want to do. But honestly, what I have realized is that there's no such thing called the perfect timing. You'll never feel ready if you wait for the perfect moment. I don't think so you'll ever do it. This one's from my own experience, like all the others. It's not like I have executed on everything that I plan to do, but whatever I have executed on, that has actually made a real difference for me. Ideation is easy, but execution, that's what makes the difference. I am still working on this. I still have to constantly remind myself that execution is what it takes. It could be anything, even starting a new habit. If you sit with that whole idea the whole time and think of starting it when it's the perfect time, I don't think so you'll ever feel ready. Ideas are there everywhere. Everyone has different types of ideas. And actually, there's a study on this. It says that less than 10% of the ideas get executed on. Now imagine everyone has ideas, but only less than 10% of them actually get implemented. So imagine you're among that 10% that actually execute on the things that you plan to do. This actually made me realize that it's not always about how good your idea is. It's about how many things you're willing to act on, even if it's small. I think we all know that execution is really important, but why don't we do it? Have you thought about that? I think there are a few reasons that I used to struggle with as well. One is overthinking. We want everything to be perfect before getting started. So we wait, and that time never comes. Another one is fear of failing, fear of not being good enough, fear of what people will think. Oh my god, fear of what people will think is actually a real one, because I've had that as well. People forget, they move on. Like, do you even remember when COVID happened? The whole world was isolated. We don't, because we're over it. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody is looking at you as closely as you think they are. Everybody has their own things. They have many other things to think about. Why would they think about what you're doing with your life when they have their own life? I remember this one time I changed my career path. I was super nervous about a lot of things. And one of them was about what people would think. What will they say? And you know what? The same people I had talked to, the next time I met them, they literally were asking me about what I was doing. Like, they didn't even remember it. That's when I realized that people don't even remember things about you. They don't have to, because they have their own things. That's when I stopped worrying about what people will think. After a certain point, people will stop paying attention. So if one of the reasons that you're not executing is because you're scared of what people will think, please don't let that stop you. And I don't want to act like I'm very chill with life and very easygoing. Even I take things seriously too. I have to keep reminding myself to chill. And I'm just here to remind you if you haven't reminded yourself. So yeah, execution it is. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Don't be in a pressure to do everything perfectly. Just start messy. You'll figure it out along the way. Enjoy the journey rather than aiming always for the goal. Always, yes, you have to think about your goal and do things, but rather than always focusing on the end point, if you focus and enjoy the journey, then I think you're good. Start small, take those baby steps, and eventually you will reach there. But let me tell you something, I think there will never be a point in your life where you feel like you have it all figured out. So enjoying the journey makes the whole difference. Let's say you've been sleeping too late and want to fix your sleep schedule. Maybe you want to make it to 10 p.m. Rather than suddenly deciding that from tomorrow on you're going to start sleeping at 10 p.m., if you can decrease the timing by maybe 15 or 20 minutes every day, there are less chances that you'll go back. This is something I am not great at. I have no patience to decrease it by 15 minutes or 10 minutes every day and gradually make my brain adapt to that routine. I always suddenly decide that I'm going to start sleeping at 10 p.m. when I've been sleeping maybe at 1 or 2. And I always end up going back. This is something I'm going to try it for myself. You can do it too if that makes sense to you, because this actually do make sense to me, but I just don't have the patience to wait and do it slowly. It could be anything. If you could slowly make your brain adapt to the situation, there are less chances that you go back. There are high chances that you stick to that routine or whatever it is. At the end of the day, it's not the thoughts, it's not the ideas, or it's not the planning that you do that changes your life, but it's what you actually do. Just take that one step. That's where the shift happens. That's where things starts changing. That's when you realize that you just had to take that one step to help you gain that momentum. So, yeah, don't wait for that moment. Rather, make the moment. Think it in this way: what if everything works out? That's all for now. Execute on the ideas if you haven't been doing it. Do comment about what you want to hear next. I would love to give my take on the topic. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, means a lot to me. Till then, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.